Good evening, Bear River basketball fans. Thanks for tuning in to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear River Bears. This is Clint Payne. We're broadcasting live from Memorial Gymnasium here in Garland, Utah, home of your Bear River Bears. What an atmosphere we have tonight, Bear fans. It's a big rivalry game here in Region 11. Some serious implications on the line. You're going to get the leg up here, win tonight. Well, puts Logan on even footing with Bear River because Logan still has to go to Juan Diego and play, and you'd anticipate Juan Diego would win that. Win by Bear River gives them a game up in the standings on Logan, but also gives them a 2-game advantage in the tiebreaker because it would have beat Logan twice. So it's a huge game here. If the team that takes second stays home for the first round of the state playoffs, the team that loses or takes third goes on the road. And you know what? Honestly, I was looking at the pairings here before the game with Ron Hartfeld, and we both agree if you go on the road at the first round right now, you would go to Richfield and play Richfield. But after that, you've got an easier second round game because right now you'd play either Stansbury or Union. I mean, both of those are extremely winnable games, and that gets you into the semifinals. Now, if you win and you take second in this region, you get the home game, the first round of the playoffs. And obviously, as a broadcaster, I like to stay here at Memorial Gymnasium and not have to go to Richfield. But if you win and take second, you stay here for the first round, and right now you would play Carbon. The Bears would host Carbon, so the Dinos would come up here, and then the second round matchup would be against Dixie, because I don't think Dixie will lose their first round game, and that's a tough one right there, Bear fans. That's one that you want to probably avoid till the quarterfinals. But you know what? Or the semifinals. But you got to beat them sometime. So let's beat them. Well, let's beat them and move on and win ourselves a state championship. But first of all, there's business to take care of here with region foe, the Logan Grizzlies. Current top 5 here in the 3A standings, with Juan Diego's win against Bear River, that last second buzzer beater, that propelled Juan Diego from 3rd in the standings up to 1st. It was coupled with a Dixie loss. So Juan Diego's ranked 1st in the state at 13-7. Dixie's ranked 2nd at 15-4. Desert Hills is ranked 3rd at 14-3. Your Bears at 12-6 are 4th. And Canyon View sneaks into the top 5 for the first time this season. Canyon View is ranked 14-6. Canyon View, it seems like it's been a little while since they've had a good basketball team, but they snuck into the top 5 here this week. Logan, I'm sure, is just outside that top 5. Logan Grizzlies are 12-7 overall and 3-2 in region play. Their 2 losses were at home to your Bear River Bears and on the road at Juan Diego. The Bears' 2 region losses were both to Juan Diego here at home and on the road. So last Friday, the Bears went down there and they lost that heartbreaker to Juan Diego, 53-50, a game the Bears led really from almost wire to wire. Juan Diego gets a lead right at the end. Bear River ties it up, and then Juan Diego's Tan Isley hits the 3 out of the corner with no time left. It was really a heartbreaking loss for the Bears. Would have put the Bears in a good position. They would have been tied for the region lead. So tough break there for the Bears. We'll see how they rebound and recover tonight here. Logan, tough team. Logan really is a 3-headed monster, Bear fans. They're coached by Logan Brown. Good solid coach. Coach Brown has done good things here at Logan High School in the few years he's been here. Took over for Coach Brimhall, who was here for a long time, and a couple of Brimhall kids have come through the ranks with Logan Brown. One's playing at the University of Idaho, and then the younger son, Cody Brimhall's on the team now. But again, this is a 3-headed monster, Logan. Rylan Jones, the freshman, son of Chris Jones, coach at Utah State. You got to watch out for him. A 5'11 freshman. He averages 18 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, 4.3 assists, and 2.9 steals. Rylan Jones does a little bit everything for this Logan team. Bears, I mean, you look at the stat line last time we played, Rylan Jones had 21, but that doesn't really tell the story. He had 9 points through 3 quarters, and he'd made 3 baskets and three free throws. Bridger Buse had done a great job holding him in check. Buse fouls out, and then he goes on to go nuts in the fourth quarter and ends up with 21 on the game. Secondly, he scored for the Grizzlies is Jason Anderson, the senior point guard, averages 14 points a game. And this Logan team is a better team. Anderson doesn't need to score 20. When he scores about that 13, 14 points, and he just distributes the ball, gets people where they need to be, sets up the offense. Logan is better when Anderson doesn't try to do too much. And Jason Anderson's a 5'11" senior. In the first game against the Bears, he ended up with 13 points, so right about his season average. And then you've got to watch out for Jared Bagley. Bagley, a 6-foot sophomore, is averaging 12.4 points, 3 rebounds, and 3.7 assists per game. Bears did a marvelous job on Jared Bagley last game. Bagley had 1 point. It came in the third quarter on a free throw. He went to the line and shot 2, missed 1, made 1. So Bears with a stifling defensive effort on Jared Bagley. And that's the kind of defense the Bears are going to need tonight against this quick, athletic, 3-headed guard monster that Logan rolls out on the court. Logan undersized against this Bears team. They have Ethan Dana in the middle at 6'5", but Ethan Dana, again, last game, no match for Mike Litchford. Litchford put up 23 on him. Litchford is looking to rebound after a very, very we'll just call it a not Mike Litchford-like performance against Juan Diego. Litchford ended that game with 8 points. Struggled to make shots, struggled to make free throws. I would imagine Mike will bounce back nicely, and they're going to need Mike, and the Bears are going to need Mike and Tristan to have nice games. In the first matchup with Logan, both of them had really, really, really good games. In fact, let's see here. Litchford had 23, as I said. Hartfeld had 21. Gunnar Sorensen had a great game. He had 13. Nate Daly with 7. Caleb Jensen with 3. Bridger Buse with 2. And Nate Daly with 2. So pretty even scoring. Get the 2 big games from Hartfeld and Litchford, and I think that is what you need again tonight to beat this Logan team. We certainly are going to have the home court advantage at Memorial Gymnasium. No better place to watch a game in the state than Memorial Gymnasium. The acoustics are amazing. It feels like the band's right on top of us, even though they're on the other side of the the arena here. And students are filling in nicely. We've got about 3 minutes, Bear fans. So if you're on your way in, drive safe. This is Clint Payne. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bears. Appreciate you tuning in, Bear fans. Again, this is going to be a fun one tonight here. Let's talk about the Bears' upcoming schedule. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Bears, again, here tonight against the Logan Grizzlies, Region 11 and rival. Big game, implications for second place and home court for the first round of the state playoffs on the line here. And then on Friday, the Bears host the Ben Lomond Scots. So make sure you get out to that one. That's going to be it's senior night. Even if we take second, we host a home playoff game. This is still senior night. This Friday against Ben Lomond. These seniors on this team have done a lot for this school, for this community. Come out and give them a hand. They deserve it. Our seniors, again, great basketball players here, and they good representatives of Bear High School in our community. Our seniors this year, Bridger Buse, Nate Daly, and Tristan Hartfeld. I don't think I'm missing anyone. I think it's just those 3 seniors, and they represent Bear with class and with dignity. So come out and cheer them on Friday here at the last game of the season. Then Wednesday the 10th, we travel to Morgan to take on the Morgan Trojans, and we get a little break, 10-day break. And Saturday, February 20th, it's the first round of the state playoffs, and hopefully your Bears will be playing here against the Carbon Dinos. Just because even though it's an easier road to go on the road, the first round, and then because their second round matchup is easier, I certainly don't want to drive to Richfield. Richfield's a pretty solid basketball team. They spend a lot of this year in the top 5 here in the state. Your Bears led in scoring by Mike Litchford. He creeped above that 15 mark for the season. That effort at Juan Diego the other night dropped him down to 14.6 points a game. He's still shooting 66% from the field. A great clip there. Tristan Hartfield's averaging 12 points a game. Tristan leads the state in assists, 4.9 assists. He is first in the 3A ranks in assists. So congratulations to Tristan Hartfeld for that. That is awesome. That's quite the accomplishment. Bridger Buse having himself a nice season. Bridger averaging 8.5 points a game, couple steals. One of the better, I've said it before, one of the better on-the-ball defenders here in the state. Nate Daly, he's really settled into his role. He's averaging just under 5 points a game, pulling down almost 5 rebounds a game. Nate Daly is now the leading rebounder on his team. It's been Gunnar Sorensen most of the year, but Daly averages 4.8 or 4.7, and Gunner averages 4.6, and Gunner averages 6.6 points. So both of them having really nice seasons. They know their roles, and Nate Daly, again, I've said it before, he's kind of the glue on this team right now. He does all the dirty things, the little things, the things that you don't show up on the stat sheet, and that's what you expect from your senior, from one of your leaders. And we're ready to go, Bear fans. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the tip-off of this game. You listen to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear Bears. This is Clint Payne. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with the tip-off after a word from our sponsors. In Garland, Utah, packed student body. The balconies are filling up. What a great atmosphere for high school basketball. It does not get better in the state of Utah here than at Bear High School, in my opinion. This is a great community. I'm a little biased. Obviously, grew up here, raised here, part of this program, vested in this program. But again, what a great turnout. You always get a good turnout, no matter who you're playing, when you're playing. This is a great place and a great atmosphere to watch games, and it doesn't get better than Regional 11 rival, the Logan Grizzlies. And the starting lineups for both teams here, the Bears are going to go with their normal starting lineup here, but we're going to go with Logan first. Number 3, a 6-foot sophomore, Jared Bagley. Number 11, a 5'11 senior, Jason Anderson, the freshman, one of the state's leading scorers. Number 15 and 5'11 freshman, Rylan Jones. Number 32, the big man in the middle, 6'5 senior, Ethan Dana. And number 33, Jaden Frazier, 6'3 senior. And we'll see what Logan does to counter this Bear big size advantage. And they're going to do exactly what I thought they were going to do. They're going to start Jaden Frazier as opposed to Cody Brimhall. Gives them another weapon to double team Litchford with. And your starting lineup for your Bears are going to look like this: senior number 11, 5'10 senior Bridger Buse. Number 15, a 6-foot junior Gunner Sorensen. Number 20, a 6'3 senior Nate Daly. Number 23, a 6'4 junior Mike Litchford. And number 25, a 5'9 senior Tristan Harfell. And we are ready to rock and roll. Here we go, Bear fans. This is going to be a fun one. Your Bears are coached by Coach Scott Hunt, joined by Coach Gary Huber, Ryan Hanna, and Devin Kidman. The Logan Grizzlies are coached by Coach Logan Brown. Again, electric atmosphere here at the high school tonight. We got the band, we've got the whole student section filled up and ready to go. We need to let you know, Bear fans, that tonight's game is brought to you by Big O Tires. Big O, the team you trust. Upcoming games here. This Friday, the Bears host Ben Lomond. So Scots travel here to Memorial Gymnasium. That will be senior night. So come out and support these 3 seniors that we have on this team. They certainly deserve your support. And then the following Wednesday on the 10th, the Bears travel to Morgan for the last game of the season. If you're just joining me, Bear fans, appreciate you tuning in to 104.9 FM, home of the Bears. We have some real implications on the line. If Logan wins this, Bears and Logan are tied up as far as, Bears will have 3 region losses. Logan will have 2. So in the win-loss column, Logan would be ahead of your Bears. But Logan still has to go to Juan Diego, which I assume, you never know, but I would think Juan Diego would beat this Logan team. And the Bears really need this win. Take second, stay at home in the first round. Yeah, even though if you look at it, if you take third, the road to the semifinals is easier. We're ready to go. Bears working right to left on your radio dial. Litchford tips it back. Rylan Jones grabs it, though. Litchford wins the tips. Rylan Jones attacks the hoop, misses. Rebounded by Nate Daly. And Nate looked like he was fouled by Rylan Jones. Throws some elbows, gets the rebound. Tristan Hartfeld up to Bridger Buse, left wing. Bridger Buse works left with the dribble, gets it to Tristan. Tristan low to Litchford, the double's going to come. Litchford loses it out of bounds, and turnover on Litchford. It's going to be Logan basketball. You're going to double Litchford every single time that he gets the ball. You know they will. Into Jason Anderson. Hippity hop dribble across the timeline. Logan in there visiting Crimson uniforms, or I guess that's what we're going to call them, Crimson. That's what they always call them. Ethan Dana, high post. Looks back door, nothing there. Rylan Jones gets a look at 3 and misses. Rebounded by Tristan. And Tristan almost throws it away. Buse comes out of there with it. Logan going to apply some pressure. Jason Anderson and Tristan Hartfeld have a kind of a little rivalry. They've grown up playing against each other. Low post to Litchford. They're going to look to double. Litchford to Sorensen. Sorensen to Buse in the corner. Buse thinks about taking the 3. Thinks better. Hits Tristan. Pull-up jumper. No good. And it's rebounded by Rylan Jones. Straight up ahead to Jason Anderson. A little cherry picking by Anderson. He loses the ball. And he's blocked by Litchford. Litchford sends that baby packing. Tristan comes out of there with it. Around the back dribble on Jones. Jones hip checked him. He tries to get it to Buse, and he throws it off of Bagley and out of bounds. It's going to be Bear River basketball. Right here at midcourt, no score, 6:49. We're just barely underway here. Minute and 10 in, Bear River basketball, nobody scored. Tristan into the backcourt to Bridger. Bridger picked up by Ryland. High post to Litchford out beyond the three-point line. Litchford, left wing to Gunner. Gunner to Tristan. Tristan, hands back to Bridger, right wing. Bridger looking for Litchford. The double's going to have to come to Gunner, left wing. Gunner, hands back to Bridger straight away. They're going to reset the offense. Tristan to Litchford in the kind of quasi-low block. Litchford out to Gunner. Gunner for two, no good. Rebounded by Buse. Buse back to Gunner. Gunner's going to attack the hole. Pull-up jumper by Gunner off the back iron and misses. Rebounded by Ethan Dana. Quickly up to Bagley. No score here. Both teams laying bricks. Crossover dribble by Jason Anderson. On the right wing, hands to Ryland Jones. Ryland Jones clears him out. Picked up by Buse. High post to Ethan Dana. That's where you want Ethan Dana to get the ball. Out to Ryland Jones. Ryland back to Bagley. Bagley three on the way. No good. Rebounded by Nate Daly. Both teams cannot buy a bucket. Tristan picks up the call from Coach Hunt. Gets guys where they need to be. Tristan sets the offense up. He's taking his time getting across the timeline, Bear fans. No score here, 0-0. Bear versus Logan. Litchford's going to face Ethan Dana. Out to Buse. Three on the way by Bridger. No good. Back iron. Fought for, and Gunnar Sorensen comes away with it. Hands to Tristan, cutting through the lane. Tristan loses it, and it was knocked out of his hands. Jaden Frazier picks it up and hands it to Jared Anderson. Or Jason Anderson. Jason Anderson attacks, and he is fouled. They're going to call that on Litchford. Litchford's done a pretty good job of staying out of foul trouble here the last little while. They are going to call that on Litchford. First on Litchford, first team foul on the Bears. It's going to be Logan basketball under their own hoop. Ryland Jones to trigger. 5:25 left in the first. Ryland Jones into Jaden Frazier. Frazier back to Jones. Jones penetrates, hands it to Ethan Dana. A little jumper by Dana, up and in. And Ethan Dana gets the bucket. 2-0, Logan leads, 5:15 left here in the first. Jason Anderson going to apply some just token pressure on Tristan Hartfeld. Again, these two really like to go at it. I think there's mutual respect for them. Tristan down low to Gunner. Gunner to Litchford, foul line jumper, big Litch, good. Litchford for two. 2-2. We're all tied up here. This is, again, this is going to be a good one, Bear fans. Appreciate you tuning into 104.9 FM. Bears versus Logan. Ethan Dana out to Frazier. A three on the way from Jaden Frazier, and he got it. Wow. Gives Logan a 5-2 lead. You got to watch Ryland Jones from that three-point line. I don't know if I mentioned this. Not only does he score 18 a game, but he leads the 3A ranks in three-pointers made per game. A little give and go with Tristan. Tristan attacks the hole. He misses it. Let's see. Gunner fights for the rebound, and Bagley tries to save it. It's going to be Bear River basketball. Bagley stepped on the end line as he went to save it. Anthony McDade in. This is a pretty thin Logan team, Bear fans. They have a full battery of players, but the only players that get consistent time are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they have 9 guys that they you can put on their roster. 3 out of the corner for Tristan, no good. Oh, it did. It got in. I apologize. That got me last game too on Nate Daly's free throw. That thing bounced 6 feet in the air and somehow got in. Better not sell Tristan short on another one of those 5-5 game here. Tristan with a shooter's touch. Logan with the basketball. Ryland Jones, he loves to clear things out. High post to Ethan Dana. Dana tries to face Litchford out to Ryland Jones. He fakes a three. He attacks. And scoop shot, no good. Wild scoop shot by Ryland Jones. Rebounded by Litch. He hands to Tristan. Tristan across the timeline. Picked up by Anthony McDade. I really like that matchup. Buse, right wing. Stolen by Ryland Jones. Ryland Jones got quick hands. Averages almost three steals a game. Ryland Jones for 3. He got it. Just pulled up in transition and stuck it. Buse needs to be more careful with the basketball. A little more careful. He was just kind of a little careless there. Tristan attacks Anthony McDade. Bears trail 8-5. Corner to Buse. Back to Gunner. Scoop shot by Gunner. Up and in. Bears moving the basketball very well. 8-7. Logan leads. Logan always looks for that early offense. Bagley, right around Gunnar Sorensen and in. Bagley's a tough matchup for Gunnar. Left-handed layup by Bagley gives Logan a 10-7 lead. 3 minutes left here in the first. Tristan crosses the timeline, goes high post to Gunnar, back to Tristan. Tristan going to reset. Gunnar right wing. Out to Buse. Buse jumped by Frazier into the corner. Tristan 3 on the way. Splash! Tristan Hartfeld for 3. That's back-to-back threes. Tristan's last 2 attempts have both been threes, and they've both been in. Both went in a little differently. That one nothing but net, and the one before it bounced all over the place. Bagley for another 3. That was NBA range. He stuck it. Jared Bagley had 1 point in the first game against Bear River. He's got 5 already here. 13-10. Logan leads. McDade swipes the ball from Tristan. Quickly down court. Right-handed layup. No good. Rebounded by Ethan Dana. And Gunnar Sorensen sends it into the cheap seats, and they're going to call a foul. Ethan Dana is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. It's going to be the first on Gunnar. To the dismay of the crowd. You could hear the crowd booing in the background. I mean, Gunnar did. He sent that thing into the cheap seats. Looks like we got a timeout on the court. Coach Hunt wants to talk about things, and that's going to be a 30-second timeout, Bear fans. Your Bears trail the Logan Grizzlies 13-10 here. 2:18 left in the first quarter. And Bear fans, hey, if you're not in the mood for a burrito or a taco, try one of Taco Time's fresh signature salads. Try a crisp fiesta salad starting at only $3.49. This good, only at Taco Time. And if you're looking for hunting licenses and supplies, believe it or not, you can find them at Kent's Market in Tremont. And they have a section in the store devoted to the most avid hunter and fisherman. That's Kent's Market right here in Tremont. Bears trail with 2:18 left in the first quarter, 13-10. Tristan Hartfeld has 6 for the Bears. Mike Litchford has 2. Gunnar Sorensen has 2. For the Logan Grizzlies, Jared Bagley has 5. He only had 1 in the first meeting. Rylan Jones has a 3. Ethan Dana has a bucket. And Jaden Frazier has a 3. Ethan Dana going to the free throw line to shoot 2, Bear fans. Ethan Dana had a decent game here against the Bears last time offensively. Mike Litchford had his way down in the low block with him. Dana's first free throw is up and in. And you can see they're playing a bigger lineup. They want to limit Litchford's touches. Logan leads 14-10 here. Dana's second one on the way, and that one's also good. I like the timeout by Coach Hunt there. That was a good time to take one. Biggest lead for either team after Dana's 2 free throws. Logan leads 15-10, and again a good time for a timeout. Logan is getting too easy looks and too easy buckets here. Nate Dowley to Gunnar Sorensen. Bears break the press. Too easy. Easy layup for Gunnar. Logan doesn't recover. Gunnar Sorensen has 4. 15-12 game here for the Logan Grizzlies over your Bears. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Checking into the game here is Braden Roberts, the 6'5" sophomore. McDade tacks Hartfeld, and they're going to get Hartfeld with a little hip check. Going to be the first on Tristan. 3rd team foul on the Bears. Logan is yet to pick up a team foul here. Going to be Logan basketball under their own hoop. They're working from left to right on your radio dial, Bear fans. Jared Bagley to inbound. Bagley slaps the ball, the trigger. Looking out to McDade. McDade left-handed dribble down the middle of the court. Oh, and that was a nice play by Litchford. No, it went right off of, how did they not see that? And Tristan Hartfeld's pleading his case. Litchford knocked it out off Brim, and it looked like it went right off Brimhall's hand. They're going to give it back to Logan. Every Bear on the court knew that was Bear basketball. It sure looked like it here, but no official seemed to pay attention to that. Brimhall just into the game. Out to Braden Roberts, and they get Litchford for his second foul. Mike's got to stay out of foul trouble. That's a dumb foul all the way out by half court on an inbounds play. It's going to be second on Mike. 4th team foul here on the Bears. The Bears trail 15-12. See if coach is content to leave Mike in the game. Might have to go with Marshall Pond here earlier than anticipated. Bagley, right wing to Anderson, to Brimhall to McDade, left wing Bagley. Bagley a screen to roll with Roberts. He doesn't use it. He attacks, scoops left-handed up and in. Bagley being way more aggressive here. He's got 7. He gives the Grizzlies a 17-12 lead. And they finally got Logan for a personal foul. It's on Jason Anderson. First personal on Anderson. 1st team foul on the Logan Grizzlies. And Litchford coming out and Marshall Pond coming in. Pond having a good season at the JV level. He just gets better all the time. Bears trail by 5, 17-12. Bears giving up way too many points in this first quarter for Coach Hunt's liking. He prides his teams on defense. They've got to play defense if you want to play. Tristan fakes the 3, attacks, down low to Marshall. Marshall can't hang on to it. Marshall recovers, and he is fouled from behind by Braden Roberts. A great pass by Hartfeld. If Marshall catches that clean, he's got a layup. 2nd team foul on the Logan Grizzlies. It's going to be the 1st on Braden Roberts. Marshall going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Marshall toes the charity stripe. Good free throw shooter. First one rattles out. New jinx there by me on Marshall. Got to get that over the front of the rim. Marshall is ready to shoot his second one. It's on the way, and he misses both. 17-12, 1:09 left in the first quarter. McDade straight away to Brimhall. Brimhall right angle to Jason Anderson. Anderson looks high post, gets it high post to Roberts. Roberts faces Pond. Goes back left wing to McDade. McDade's picked up by Tristan. McDade clears things out. He wants Roberts on the high post. He gets it to him. Roberts loses it. I thought Buse was going to come out of there with it. Jason Anderson picks it up, goes right wing to Roberts. Roberts is going to attack, kick it out. 3 on the way from Brimhall. No good. Rebounded by Marshall. Comes over Nate Dowley's back and rips it down, hands it to Buse. Buse back to Tristan. They're going to take their time. Going to walk it across the timeline. Logan, really it's a hybrid 3-2. It's a 1-2-2. They're extending pressure out to the free throw line, or out to the half-court line, even a little bit beyond. Trying to trap Buse. Buse back to Hartfeld. Tristan, right wing to Gunner. Gunner out to Tristan. 3 on the way. Good splash. Give me 3 more. Tristan, he's got 9 here in the first. Tristan is feeling it. Logan quickly down court to Bagley. Bears trail 17-15. 3 seconds left in the first. Brimhall's going to get a 3 at the buzzer, and it rattles out. So at the end of 1, your Bears trail the Logan Grizzlies 17-15. Need a better defensive effort in the second quarter, and going forward the rest of the game from the Bears if they want to win this one again. End of the 1, your Bears trail the Logan Grizzlies 17-15. We'll be back in 1 minute. Don't go anywhere, Bear fans. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bears.
2-1.
Welcome back, Bear basketball fans. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bears. Start of the second quarter here at Memorial Gymnasium in Garland, Utah. It's going to be Bear basketball. Your Bears trail the Logan Grizzlies 17-15 against 17-15. Not the best defensive effort from the Bears in that first quarter. Hopefully Coach Hunt will make some adjustments and batten down the hatches a little bit defensively. Into the backcourt to Tristan. Tristan guarded by Jason Anderson. Bears working from right to left on your radio dial in their home whites. Tristan, high post to Gunner, into the corner to Bridger. Bridger, skip pass to Tristan. Tristan's been on fire. NBA 3 on the way. Bang! Tristan Hartfield. He's got 12 all on threes. He is on fire. Gives the Bears an 18-17 lead. Logan quickly back down court. They really push it. Rylan Jones, NBA 3 from Rylan. He got it. The freshman has 2 threes. He answers Tristan's 3 with one of his own, and he gives the Logan Grizzlies a 22-18 lead. Rylan Jones and Tristan Hartfeld putting on a 3-point shooting display. Low post of Pond, easy. Oh, he missed a chip shot. Rebounded by Gunner, up and in and fouled. Gunner doing dirty work. The hoop and the harm. He's going to go to the free throw line to can't complete the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Gunner with a great offensive rebound and put back. Marshall Pond has got to hit those. I mean, that was just outside the key. That was basically on the low block there. And instead of shooting a little jumper, there was no one around. Go strong right at the rack and finish. Gunner toes the charity stripe. Trying to give Bear a 1-point lead. Got it. Gunner's got 7. Bear leads 21-20. 7:14 left until half. Jason Anderson with the ball. Bear in a 2-3 zone here. First time we've seen that. In the corner to Rylan Jones. You got to watch him. He is a dead-eye shooter, averages 18 a game. Leads the state in 3-pointers made. Jason Anderson with the walk. They caught him. He shuffled his feet, and they did. They caught him. Good call by the officials there. Hey, Bear fans, did you wake up to a Post cereal today? Whether it's Raisin Bran, Grape Nuts, Golden Crisp, or Honeycomb, it's a great start to your morning with the Post cereal, produced right here in Tremonton. Bridger Buse in the backcourt. Looking to trap. Goes high post to Tristan. Tristan in the corner. Nate's got a 3 on the way. Oh, rattled out. Looked like he had it. Rebounded by Mason Anderson, who just checked in. Goes back to Nate. Nate to Bridger, left wing. Oh, you got skip pass to Mason. Mason's going to face. High post, turnaround jumper, Gunner. Good. Gunner Sorensen's found his range here tonight. Gunnar Sorensen playing well. Long 3, NBA 3, Rylan Jones. No good that one. And rebounded by Nate Dowley, and he is fouled on the rebound.
21.
Mason Anderson, number 21, just checked into the game. Normally wears number 24, wearing number 21 here tonight. Bridger Buse. Into Tristan Hartfeld, back to Buse. Logan applying some token pressure. 23-20, Bears lead. Foul, that last foul was on Brimhall, his first. 3rd team foul on the Logan Grizzly. Just had the Logan announcers come over and wonder who Mason Anderson was. They had him as 24 on their roster as well. He's got 21 on tonight. In the corner to Tristan. Tristan guarded by Anderson. Tristan's been red hot. Give and go with Nate Dowley. Nate Dowley attacks the hoop, misses, rebounded by Rylan Jones. You know he's going to come up fast. Back, gets it to Bagley. Bagley out here to Anderson. Anderson fumbles the ball, picks it back up. Bears quickly out on him. Ryland Jones to Anderson. 3 on the way from Anderson. No good. You can see it. Great position by Mason Anderson. You got to call the foul. Braden Roberts came right over his back and knocked the ball loose. Gunnar Sorensen steps on the inline. Logan basketball. You've got to call the foul on Braden Roberts. I mean, Mason had great position. Out to Roberts. The big man going to shoot a 3. And he misses. Rebounded by Gunnar. Gunnar hands to Tristan. Bears lead 23-20. 5:39 left here until half. Bears defense is picked up here in the second quarter. They gave up 17 in the first quarter. Right wing to Gunnar. Gunnar having a great game. To Buse. Buse fakes the screen. Attacks. Out to Mason. 3 on the way from Mason. Splash. Mason Anderson's got 3. We got a timeout on the court. Largest lead of the game for either team. Your Bears up by 6, 26-20. It's a 30-second timeout so we'll keep it right here, Bear fans. Bears raining down 3s on the Logan Grizzlies to the tune of 5 here in the. And we've still got 5:20 left in the second quarter. Tristan Hartfeld has 4 threes and Mason Anderson has 1. Bears lead 26-20. Hey, Bear fans, if you're looking for a new Buick, Cadillac, GMC truck, or Chevrolet, look no further than Crump Reese Motor Company in Tremont. They have that small town feel that you'll love. Crump Reese is different in a good way. Get in there and see Kobe and his friendly staff. They'll get you taken care of, Bear fans. And hey, you know what? We're having a great winter out there, Bear fans, and we are in the middle of snowmobile season. And if you need an enclosed trailer, put your toys in. Make sure you call C&R Trailer Sales in Tremont, and they got that enclosed trailer you need for your snowmobiles at 257-1308. That is C&R Trailer Sales. Out of the timeout, your Bears lead the Logan Grizzlies 26-20. On the court for the Bears, Hartfeld, Sorensen, Nate Daly, Mason Anderson, and Buse. Bears in a 1-3-1 with Buse at the bottom of it. That's interesting. Logan, looks like they've got almost their starting lineup in. Jason Anderson with the breather and Robertson. Ryland Jones way out by the timeline. Calls the play. Goes to Bagley. High post to Jaden Frazier. Frazier out to Bagley. 3 on the way. Got it. Bagley having himself a game. Cuts into that Bears lead. Bears lead 26-23. Bagley had 1 the first time around. He's being way more aggressive. He's got 10 already. Mason Anderson. Oh, he had Nate Daly cut, and Bears breaking this token press pretty easily and get some good looks. High post Gunner. Turnaround jumper. Gunner missed that one. Rebounded by Brimhall. Brimhall to Jones. Bears lead by 3, 26-23. Ryland Jones. Straight away to Brimhall. Back to Jones. You got to guard him. He's got a quick release. Kid's only a freshman. Back to Bagley. Bagley. Left wing to Brimhall. Brimhall back to Bagley, right wing. Just playing catch here. They're looking to get Ryland Jones a 3. You can feel that. Hands to Ryland Jones. Ryland Jones going to set up the offense. Right wing to Bagley. Back to Jones. Ryland Jones guarded by Buse. Bears drop into a 2-3 here. Brimhall down low to Braden Roberts. Knocked out of there by Nate Daly. Good defense by Nate Daly. Bagley over to Jones. Fakes the 3. Jones going to attack. Little floater. Good. He has got a variety of weapons there at his disposal, moves at his disposal. He can hurt you in a lot of different ways. He's got 8. Again, only a freshman. Bears lead 26-25. Bears again break the press pretty easy. They need to look to score when they break the press like that. Get it to Gunner. Gunner loses. The ball's loose. And Nate Daly comes out of there with trying to get a timeout called. And they gets it. Coach gets the timeout. Good hustle by Nate Daly. Gunner's got to take better care of the ball here. So with 3:45 left in the second quarter, your Bears lead the Logan Grizzlies 26-25. Logan on a little 5-0 run here. That's a full timeout, Bear fans. So we're going to take that and let stations identify themselves. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Beaver Bears. We'll be back. This is Clint Payne. Your Bears lead the Logan Grizzlies 26-25. 3:45 left till half. This is the game we thought it would be. It's a fun one. It's gone back and forth. Tristan Hartfeld red hot for the Bears. He's got 4 threes here, 12 points, and we're not even a half yet. Litchford is on the bench. Bears have been playing without him. He's been saddled. He's saddled 2 fouls that he picked up in the first quarter. Low post to Gunner. Turnaround jumper by Gunner. No good. Rebounded by Frazier and fouled by Nate Daly. Gunner there, he made a few of those early. Gunner having a pretty good game here. He's got, let's see, he's got 4, 6, 8, 9 already. The second personal, or first personal on Nate. Going to be the 5th team foul on the Bears. Ryland Jones fakes the 3. Picked up by Buse. Goes high post to Ethan Dana. Back out to Ryland Jones. Ryland Jones, screen from Dana, 3 on the way by Ryland Jones. No good that time. Jaden Frazier rebounds it and puts it back up and misses that one. Hartfeld comes down, the smallest guy on the court with the rebound. I'll tell you what, he's a very good rebounder. Quickly up to Buse, right wing. Looks at Gunner, Tristan, NBA 3 on the way. Got it! Are you kidding me? Wow, Tristan is unconscious, and he gives the Bears a 29-25 lead. But you know what? Jared Bagley answers right back. 29-28. Bagley answering every one of Hartfield's threes. High post, Gunner, nowhere to go. Looks for Tristan, gives it back to him. Tristan gets it to Gunner, cutting through the hole, up and in. Gunnar Sorensen for 2. Gunner's had a couple of good games against Logan, and this one's no different. Bears lead 31-28. Ryland Jones from Bagley. Ryland Jones clears everybody out, spins on Buse, nowhere to go. Ryland Jones, got to watch him. He likes the very crafty little scoop shot, and he's fouled by Nate Daly. He's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Coach Hunt mad at one of his players, the official. I can't tell here. Oh, he's telling Buse, you've got to get over that screen. You can't slide underneath it. You got to fight over the top of that thing, it looks like to me. Ryland Jones going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Ryland Jones, a freshman, son of Chris Jones, assistant coach at Utah State, and Ryland's first one is up and in. Ryland Jones has 6, 8, 9 here already, and he makes it a 2-point Bear lead, 31-29. He can make it a 1-point lead with this free throw. Ryland Jones, second one on the way, and it's good also. Checking into the game, Gavin Frank in for the Bears. First time we've seen Gav here tonight. Bridge Buse coming out. See if Gav can handle this pressure. Logan can extend some full court, looks like token man-to-man pressure here. Last foul was on Mason Anderson, his first. That was a 16 foul on the Bears. Tristan Hartfeld in the backcourt, guarded by McDade. Left-handed dribble by Tristan, screen from Nate Daly. Nate Daly with a brutal screen on into the corner to Gavin, stolen by Ryland Jones. Quick hands by Jones. He's going to attack, kicks that to McDade. McDade fakes the 3, picks his dribble up, back out to Ryland Jones. Ryland Jones attacks, hands to Ethan Dana. Great pass by Ryland Jones. Ethan Dana with the easy bucket. Gives Logan the lead back. 32-31, Logan leads with 1:50 left here until half. Tristan fouled by McDade. Nice aggressive attack by Tristan off the right wing. It's going to be the first foul on McDade. It's going to be the 5th team foul here on the Logan Grizzly. Anderson back into the game. I like this matchup when Anderson's in there better than McDade. McDade's really, really quick. Not nearly as strong as Anderson, but it gives Tristan different looks when Logan rolls those 2 out. Gavin Frank, right wing. Gavin attacks, pulls it back out. Gets it to Tristan. Gav probably should have shot that one. He had a decent look at the hoop. Nate Daly to Gunner. Gunner free throw line jumper, no good. Back iron, no, got in. Great shot, great touch by Gunner. Boy, I've been fooled several times tonight, Bear fans. We'll take that though. Gunner having a great game. Long 3 by Logan, rebounded by Nate Daly. Bears lead 33-32. Tristan Hartfeld down the left sideline, 1:16 left till half. Again, this game has been back and forth. Gunnar Sorensen on the give and go. Runner in the lane, good. Gunner is on fire. Gunner having a career night here, Bear fans. Gives the Bears a 35-32 lead. Jason Anderson tries to get past Frank, nothing doing. Goes to Ryland Jones. Ryland Jones, high post Ethan Dana, guarded by Nate Daly. They got caught in a switch. Ryland Jones for 3, no good. Nate Daly comes away with it. Nate Daly hands it to Tristan. 51 seconds left till half. Bears lead 35-32. This is the matchup we thought it would be. It has been back and forth. This is a thrill ride. 2 of the better teams in the state here, slugging it out. Logan and Bear are answering each other's haymakers. Right wing, Mason Anderson. Mason looks for Tristan. They're going to reset, guarded by Anderson. I like that matchup with Ethan Dana trying to guard Mason Anderson. The Bears need to take advantage of that. Mason Anderson, left wing, goes to Frank. Frank guarded by Ryland Jones, handing back to Tristan. The Bears trying to pull Logan away from the hoop a little bit. 15 seconds left here in the half. Tristan, guarded by Jason Anderson. 12 seconds left. Tries to go to Gunner. It's knocked into the backcourt by Tristan, to Tristan. Down low to Gunner. Oh, what a pass by Tristan. Gunnar Sorensen for an easy 2. Great pass by Tristan. Ryland Jones is going to get an half-court 3, and he got it at the buzzer. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ryland Jones with a half-court shot at the buzzer, and he knocks it down. And he gives the Bears a 2-point lead. Before that 3, the Bears had a 5-point lead, 37-32, and Ryland Jones sticks the half-court shot to end the half. So here we are at halftime at Memorial Gymnasium. This game has lived up to the billing, Bear fans. 37-35 your Bears lead. Both teams want home court advantage in the first round of the state playoffs. And appreciate you tuning in. Again, you're listening to 104.9 FM. Relations to the High Steppers and the cheerleaders. Great job by by both of them. Again, halftime here at Memorial Gymnasium. Your Bears lead the Logan Grizzlies 37-35. We're going to be back in just a few minutes with the second half, or the first half stats and keys to the second half. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. In Garland, Utah home of your Bears. Your Bears lead the Logan Grizzlies 37-35. The High Steppers just got off the court, entertained the fans here in the first at halftime. What a first half! This thing had, numerous lead changes. It went back and forth. The Bears would hit a three. Logan would answer with a three. Logan would, would get another three. The Bears would answer with a couple buckets. This thing just back and forth. This is what we expect. Second place in Region 11 on the line. Juan Diego clearly has a stranglehold on the region, but there's a lot to still play for. And Bears and Logan, you can see they've got the energy and they have come with the grit and the determination to win this game. Both teams this is just a good old-fashioned slugfest. It's like a street fight out behind the out in the alley behind the shops on Main Street. What a game here we have, Bear fans. Again, Bears lead 37-35. Leading scorer for the Bears in the first half, Gunnar Sorensen has 17. Yep, I said that, 17. Gunnar averaging 6.5 a game. He's got 17 in the first half, and he was the beneficiary of some beautiful dimes by Tristan Hartfeld. They were running a high pick and roll for Tristan, and Tristan was hitting Gunnar in stride, and credit Gunnar for finishing around the rim, finishing in that intermediate jump shot. Gunnar showing off all his weapons, and he's having a heck of a first half. Tristan Hartfeld with 15 in the first half. 5 threes, Bear fans. He's just dropping threes on the Logan Grizzlies. They're not going to come out on him, and you know what? Credit Logan. After the first couple, they did come out on him, and Tristan knocked him down with a hand in his face. A beautiful display of long-range shooting by Tristan Hartfeld. As far as the rest of the Bears, Mike Litchford saddled with foul trouble. Didn't play in the second quarter. He has 2 points. That's it. I think he's attempted only one shot. He made it. Mason Anderson, he had the three out of the left corner, and that's all the scoring for the Bears. So Tristan Hartfeld and Gunnar Sorensen really doing all the work for the Bears. For the Logan Grizzlies, it's the three-headed monster. We talked about him before the game. Rylan Jones, the freshman, with 13. Jared Bagley, who had 1 the first time the Bears played, with 13. Well, the third player, he's done a good job, Jason Anderson, setting his team up, but he has not scored, so credit the Bears for taking him out of the game. One of the three, the three of the three-headed monster, taking one and just cutting it off. Hopefully they can keep Anderson at bay. He's the second leading scorer for this Logan team. But Ethan Dana, the big man in the middle, had 6 for Logan, and Jaden Frazier, their power forward, he stepped out early in the game and hit a 3. Again, halftime here at Memorial Gymnasium. Your Bears lead the Logan Grizzlies 37-35. On the docket here for the Bears, Friday night. Here's a couple nights, Bear fans, will be a senior night. Come out and pay tribute to this senior class. Nate Daly, Tristan Hartfeld, and Bridger Buse. They deserve it. They've given a lot to the community, to this school, and they are great representatives of the Bear River Valley and Bear River High School. Come out and cheer them on in their last game against Ben Lomond here Friday. That's a 7 p.m. tip-off. I'll be on the air at about 6:45, 6:50, right in that range. And then the last regular season game will be the following Wednesday at Morgan High School, home of the Trojans. Again, another bitter rival. Bear River and Morgan, not long historic rivals like Bear River and Logan, but Bear River and Morgan, again, a shorter lifespan since we've been playing them, but just as heated. Both teams seem to really hate each other, and that one will be fun. That's on the February 10th at Morgan High School. Then we get a 10-day break before the Bears enter the first round of the state playoffs. And right now, if they finish second in the region, they will play, unless things change in the other region, they will play Carbon. So the Carbon Dinos would come here to Garland to take on the Bears. And then if they lose, it looks like to Logan, and Logan takes second, and the Bears would travel to Richfield. But Logan obviously still has to play Juan Diego, and so there's still a lot of water to go under the bridge before that. We're going to take a quick break, though, Bear fans, and we'll be back with the start of the second half. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear Bears. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
This broadcast of Bear River High School basketball is sponsored by Post Consumer Brands. Post Consumer Brands' ready-to-eat cereal plant is located right here in Box Elder County. They are committed to providing your family a great variety of high-quality, value-priced cereal products, including Cinnamon Toasters, Marshmallow Mateys, and Mini Spooners, in addition to Honey Bunches of Oats, Fruity Pebbles, and Honeycomb. Post Consumer Brands is proud to be part of Box Elder County and proud to sponsor Bear River High School basketball.
Staying on top of your preventative preventative care is now easier than ever at Bear River Valley Hospital. When your doctor recommends a bone density screening, our in-house sophisticated scanner and caring committed staff provide you with a comfortable, safe, and convenient experience. All designed to meet your needs and offer you better care closer to home. Intermountain Bear River Valley Hospital. Healing for life.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Hi, this is Suzanne from Focus Floral with a quick reminder that your Valentine deserves a beautiful bouquet designed with lots of love and delivered with extra care. Valentine's Day will be here before you know it. Call us or just stop in at Focus Floral and we will be glad to help you. So don't put off what you can do today. Your Valentine will love you for it. Happy Valentine's Day from all of us at Focus Floral, your favorite flower store and more.
Are you in need of
30 seconds.
Make sure to see CNR Trailer Sales in Tremont. We have several new Elite and Trails West trailers in stock, some starting below $10,000. Looking for a flatbed for the Farmer Ranch? Check us out. Trails West also makes...
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
It's halftime here in Garland, home of the Bear River Bears. Your Bears lead the Logan Grizzlies 37-35, and we are ready to get the second half underway. Both teams going to start like with the lineups they started the game with. Bears, Hartfeld, Litchford, Sorensen, Nate Dowley, and Buse. For Logan, it'll be Jared Bagley, Jason Anderson, Rylan Jones, Ethan Dana, and Jaden Frazier. It's going to be Logan basketball here to start the second half. Your Bears lead 37-35. Tristan Hartfeld with 15 in the first half. Gunnar Sorensen with 17. Gunnar having a career night tonight. Good for Gunnar Sorensen. He is playing very, very hard. Bear River going to come out in a man-to-man defense in the backcourt to Anderson from Frazier. Logan working from right to left on the radio dial this half. Bear fans, Jason Anderson hands to Bagley. Jared Bagley had 13 in the first half for Logan. Rylan Jones had 13. High post, Ethan Dana. Dana faces Litchford on him. Again, Litchford's got 2 fouls. Got to be careful. Rylan Jones fakes a 3. He's going to attack, and he's tied up by Gunnar. They're going to call a foul on Gunnar. Better call that one on the ground. Going to be the second on Gunnar. And that's going to be the first team foul on the Bears here in the second half. Coach Hunt wants to know what kind of call is that? It's all ball. The official's telling him he put a forearm in him, and I'm not sure how you put a forearm in him when Gunnar had just grabbed the ball. Out to Jaden Frazier on the inbound, looking for Rylan Jones. He's got him. Rylan Jones fakes a 3, goes around Buse. Hooked Buse, left-handed scoop shot by Rylan Jones, no good. Great play by Litchford to slide over and absorb the contact from Rylan Jones. Probably a good no call there. Rebounded by Nate Daly into the corner to Gunnar. Gunnar, jumper. Gunnar, good. He's just on fire, Bear fans. He's got 19. Gunnar continues his hot play. Bears lead 39-35. Second half again, just a minute in. Jared Bagley hands to Ethan Dana, out to Bagley. Bagley has had a great first half. Running layup, good for Bagley. Bagley's a tough matchup again for defensively. As good as Gunner's playing offensively, Bagley is a tough matchup on the other end. 39-37, Bears lead into the corner to Gunner. Hands back to Buse, and they're deeper in the corner. Litchford literally has had no touches here. Litchford fighting against Ethan Dana down low. Back out to Hartfeld, guarded by Bagley. Tristan going to reset, goes right wing to Bridger. Bridger straight away to Nate Dowley. Back to Tristan, down low to Litch, and Litch is fouled. There we go. Ethan Dana just really hammered on Litchford down there, and they finally got him. First on Dana, first team foul on the Grizzlies here in the second half. Mason Anderson coming into the game for Buse. Mason Anderson had that nice 3 in the first half. Again, Bears lead 39-37. Bear River basketball. Tristan to Trigger. Into the corner to Mason. Mason to Gunner. Out to Nate Dowley. Nate Dowley skip pass over to the left here to Tristan. Tristan fakes a long 3. Gonna back it out. Logan in the 2-3 zone here. Again, they want to limit Litchford's touches, and Litchford has 2 tonight. That's it. He only had 8 the other night at Juan Diego. Tristan. High post to Gunner. Gunner pull-up jumper, free throw line short. You can see that one. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson with the head of steam. Crosses the timeline. Nowhere to go. Cut off by Mason Anderson. Straight away to Frazier. Frazier hands to Bagley. Bagley clears it out. Logan loves to run these clear-out sets with a high-post screen or just hand to the high post and then cut to Anderson. Anderson traveled. They caught him. Mason Anderson with good defense. Anderson having a rough night. Jason Anderson, second leading scorer for Logan here in the season at 14 a game. He has no points tonight. He has missed every shot he's taken and had multiple turnovers here. Logan, a little different look here. A 2-1-2. They're going to try to trap. Tristan to Mason. Mason's got to get it across the timeline. Tristan through cutting Litchford, and Frazier knocks it out of Litchford's hands. Anderson picks it up. Anderson's going to attack, and Mason knocks it out of his hands, and then Anderson knocks it out of bounds. Good play by Mason Anderson to knock it out of Jason Anderson's hands. Going to be Bear River basketball. Nice play by Mason. Mason's giving the Bears some quality minutes here tonight. Into Tristan. Logan again in a 2-1-2 trap. Tristan, Mason playing catch over the top of this trap. Tristan's got to get it across the timeline. He does to Nate Daly. Nate Daly to Gunnar Sorensen. Gunner's going to get a look at a layup. Blocked from behind by Frazier. Ryland Jones comes out of there with it. Gunnar just needed to go strong at the hoop. Gunnar has, Bear fans, Gunnar having a career night. Out to Bagley, a 3 on the way. No good. Air ball. Rebounded by Tristan. But Gunnar Sorensen has 19 here. Quickly up to Gunnar. Gunner's going to get 21 points here on the layup. Well, nope, he's fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line. They're going to make him earn them. Good seal by Litchford to keep him out of there. Was that on Frazier or Dana? It was on Dana. Second on Dana. Second team foul here. Gunnar Sorensen's going to go up to the free throw line and shoot 2. Bears lead 39-37. Gunnar Sorensen with 19 points, 17 in the first half. He's been the beneficiary of some beautiful passes to Tristan, but from Tristan on the screen and roll. But credit Gunnar for finishing. First free throw on the way by Gunnar. Good. Gunner's got 20. Gives the Bears a 3-point lead, 42-37. Gonna shoot the second one here. Little bend to the legs. It's on the way. Back iron gets in. Snuck in there. Good touch by Gunnar. Gives the Bears a 41-37 lead. Jason Anderson over to Ryland Jones. Right angle. You got to stay with him. He'll shoot that. Skip past to Bagley. Bagley back to Jones. 3 on the way. That's a long one. No good. Rebounded by Nate Daly. Ryland Jones, he has unlimited range and no conscience, which sometimes can hurt him. High post to Litchford. Litchford's going to face, shoot, miss it short. Rebounded by Dana, and there's 3 on Litchford. Litchford with a cheap foul. Coach Hunt really unhappy about that. There's no reason to commit that foul. His second one was that way too. It was 50 feet away from the basket, and he's committing the foul. Buse coming in for Litchford. That's the 3rd on Litch. Oh, that's the 4th on Litch. That's 4 on Litch. I thought that was just 3. So Litch going to sit down for the rest of the night. I had him for just 3. The scorebook has him for 4. Going to be the second team foul on the Bears. Bears going to look to trap here. Skip past to Bagley. Bagley, long 3. That's an NBA 3, and he got it. Bagley, a good shooter. He's got 18 on the game. Gives the Bears a 41-40 lead. Gunnar Sorensen, pull-up jumper, missed, partially blocked by Frazier. That's not where Gunnar made his living tonight. He needs to not shoot that. Ryland Jones attacks, and they call a hip check on Nate Daly. Logan getting a lot of calls here tonight. I mean, it's evened out, but they're getting a lot of questionable, just ticky-tack fouls on the Bears here. Second on Nate Daly, 13 foul on the Bears. Bears lead 41-40. Logan basketball. 4:23 left here in the 3rd period. Anthony McDade in for the Grizzlies to Ryland Jones. Ryland Jones between his legs. Going to attack and stolen by Tristan, and they're going to say a foul on Tristan. Ryland Jones going to go to the free throw line. So Tristan poked his hand in there and swiped it across the arm to get the ball loose. Are they going to say he was shooting? All the Logan players say he was shooting. The officials say, nope, you weren't. You were on the ground. Come down here and take it. Ryland Jones acting pretty upset about that one. Both officials agreed he was on the ground. Logan basketball. Logan throws out by the timeline to McDade. McDade. Screen and roll with Frazier. They said clear it out, clear it out. McDade on Hartfeld. Spin dribble. Nowhere to go. Into the corner to Ryland Jones. Ryland Jones guarded by Buse. They go for a little pick and roll, and Mason Anderson steals it. Mason Anderson attacks. Down low to Gunnar. Gunnar up on Bagley and blocked. Bagley got all ball. He sent that one packing on Gunnar. Gunnar needed to be more physical there. Gunnar having a career night here. He just needs to make sure that he's getting a little out of sorts the last couple of trips. Gunnar's got 21. Into Gunnar. Gunnar up, in. Count it in the foul. Wow. Gunnar Sorensen. That was what Coach Hunt calls a purple play. It was a little alley-oop. They do a stack and then a little alley-oop to Gunnar. Gunnar couldn't get it in on the alley-oop, so he landed, got his feet, put it back up and in. Gives the Bears a 43-40 lead. Second foul on McDade, 13 foul on the Logan Grizzlies. Gunnar misses the free throw. Ryland Jones the rebound. Bears lead 43-40. Ryland Jones quickly down court. Fakes the little head fake on Buse, nowhere to go out to Bagley. You got to guard Bagley. Bagley has been on fire. In fact, Bagley's got 4 threes. Ryland Jones attacks the lane, out to McDade. McDade, a 3 out of the corner, and he got it. Wow. First shot of the game, I think, by McDade, and he knocks down the 3. Tie game, 43-43. Back and forth we go. Tristan guarded by Bagley, putting the longer Bagley on him. High post to Sorensen. Sorensen guarded by Frazier. Frazier pokes it away from Gunner. Gunner picks it back up, goes straight away to Nate Daly. Nate Daly guarded by Ethan Dane. I like that matchup. Nate needs to think about taking Dane off the dribble. Nate hands to Tristan. Tristan guarded by Bagley. 3:05 left here in the third. High post to Gunner. Gunner. Back to Tristan, back to Gunner. Oh, you got to call the foul, and they don't. Gunner gets it up and in. He waits out the defense, and Jaden Frazier was all over his back. You've got to call the foul. They don't, but Gunner made the basket. 45-43, the Bears lead. Left wing Frazier thinks about the 3, goes in the corner, McDade. Bears in a man-to-man here. Out to Bagley. Bagley, tough matchup for Gunner. 3 on the way from Bagley. No good that time. He finally missed one. Rebounded by Nate Daly. Hands to Tristan. Bears lead 45-43. 2:34 left here in the third. Hey, Bear fans, if you have questions about home loan financing here in Box Elder County, make sure to give Jonathan Roberts a call. Splash! Tristan Hartfeld, another 3. Bang. Man, that's 6 threes for Hartfeld tonight. Every time Tristan's hit one, though, Bagley has answered. We'll see if he can do that. Ryland Jones attacks, left-handed, and they call the foul. That's going to be on Nate Daly. Ryland Jones, he's the beneficiary. He goes so hard to the rack, he's the beneficiary of a lot of calls. Tristan Hartfeld, Bear fans, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes tonight. He has been unconscious, and that last 3 gave the Bears a 48-43 lead. Ryland Jones going to go to the free throw line. After the foul on Nate, that's 3 on Nate. Students letting Ryland Jones know about it with the flopper chant. Ryland Jones makes the free throw. He's got 14 here. Cuts into the Bear lead, 48-44. Hey, Bear fans, Post Cereals, they're your neighbor located across the street from the hospital. They're involved in the community, providing service to various organizations and charities as well. Post Cereals, true to their roots. Ryland Jones knocks down the second one. He's got 15. And we have a 3-point game, 48-45. Bears lead. Ryland Jones going to take a little break here. Brimhall in. Tristan screening up top with Nate Daly. Low block to Gunner. Gunner to a cutting Mason Anderson, and Gunner is fouled. It was either on Brimhall or Jaden Frazier. We're waiting to see who it was on. It was on Brimhall. Second on Cody Brimhall. 4th team foul on the Grizz. Bear River basketball. Gavin Frank into the game. Gav slaps the ball to trigger. To Tristan in the corner, out to Mason. Mason to Gunner. Left corner to Gav. 3 on the way. Skip pass to Tristan. Splash! Tristan getting everybody wet. Another 3. He's got 7 of them, Bear fans. 51-45. 3 out of the corner by Logan. No good. Rebounded by Nate Daly. Hands to Tristan. Guarded by Bagley. And that's a foul. You've got to call that foul. Bagley just attacking Tristan. Tristan goes to Mason in the corner. Out to Nate. Nate thinks about the 3. Thinks better. Again, Tristan's got 7 threes, Bear fans. He hasn't made a 2-point shot, but he's got 7 threes. Tristan picks his dribble up. Stolen by Brimhall. Out to Bagley. Bagley to McDade. Pull-up jumper by McDade. Good. Anthony McDade, the freshman, second bucket of the game, makes it a 51-47 lead. Again, Bagley really just playing ultra physical with Tristan. High post to Gunner, Gunner to Mason, and there they got Jaden Frazier. You can hear the fans here; they are not happy with the officiating, the way that they're attacking Tristan out beyond the 3-point line. First foul on Jaden Frazier, 5th team foul on the Grizzlies. Bear River basketball. Tristan going to trigger. Bears with Hartfeld, Sorensen, Nate Daly, Mason Anderson, and Gav Frank in the game. Tristan throws it in the backcourt and throws it away. Turnover on Tristan. He thought Gavin Frank was cut into an area and threw it where he thought Gavin was going to be, and Gav was not there. It's going to be Logan basketball after the turnover. 1:13 here left in the third. Bears lead 51-47. Bears having a hard time shaking this Logan Grizzly team. Bears will get a 5-6 point lead, and Logan will answer right back. First time we've seen number 5 here for Logan into the game. We'll have to get you. He's not on their roster. We'll see if we can't find him. Bears wanted to walk on. Brimhall did not get it. Ryland Jones on Tristan Hartfeld. Left wing McDade. A 3 on the way from McDade. No good. And Brimhall came over Gav Frank's back, and they're going to go the other way. Good positioning by Gavin Frank. It's going to be the that's the 3rd on Brimhall. 6-team foul on the Logan Grizzlies. Brimhall coming out. Frazier coming in. Getting Bear River basketball. Bears lead 51-47. Ryland Jones now is going to guard Tristan. Tristan around his back on Ryland Jones between his legs. Tristan, a little hesitation move on Ryland. Picks his dribble up, nowhere to go. Finds Gunnar Sorensen cutting the hoop, down low to Gav, out to Nate Daly, jumper Daly, oh, it rattles out, and Gunnar Sorensen fighting for the rebound. They say it's off Gavin Franck and out of bounds. Logan basketball. 41.9 seconds left here in the third. Bears lead 51-47. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear Bears. This is Clint Payne. Appreciate you tuning in. Anthony McDade looking for Ryland Jones back door. Nothing there. Goes to Jaden Frazier straight away. Ryland Jones, right wing, and he dribbles it out of bounds over by the cheerleader. Turnover on the Logan Grizzlies. We're going to see if we can't find out who number 5 for the Logan Grizzlies is. He's not on the roster that we had. Number 5.
You want to know who he is?
Yep, for the Logan. So I'm going to send my color man from football, Bob Payne, over there to find out who number 5 is. Tristan mugged by Ryland Jones and no call. And are they going to finally get him for a call? Now they get him. Tristan gets knocked over and mugged by Ryland Jones. And they're going to get Ryland for the foul? Let's see. Waiting for the call. And they do get Ryland Jones. First personal foul, 17 foul on Ryland Jones. Tristan going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Or shoot 101, I apologize. Tristan misses the front end. Rebounded by the Grizzlies, and McDade with the ball. And number 5, we just found out who he was. He hasn't seen any minutes here. He wasn't on our roster. Number 5 is checked in. Eric Donaldson, a 6'3 freshman. Where's number 5? Jaden Frazier to Donaldson. Donaldson loses the ball, gets it up, puts it in. And that's the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the 3, your Bear Bears lead 51-49. Donaldson with the easy basket there. A nice pass by Frazier. At the end of 3, your Bear Bears lead 51-49. We're going to be back in 1 minute. Bear fans, you're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear Bears. Don't go anywhere, folks. At Memorial Gymnasium in Garland, Utah, your Bear Bears lead the Logan Grizzlies 51-49. Going to be Bear basketball. Man, I'll tell you what, Gunnar Sorensen and Tristan Hartfeld doing all the damage for the Bears. Gunnar Sorensen has 25 through 3 quarters, career high. Career game for him. Tristan Hartfeld has 7 threes. He did just go to the free throw line, missed the front end of a 101, and that's a 90% free throw shooter. For the game he's having, we'll forgive him for that. But Bears lead only by 2, 51-49. Mike Litchford hardly played. He's been hammered with foul trouble. Gunnar Sorensen on Frazier up, and they're going to call him for the walk. They got him for the walk. He said he shuffled his feet. Looked like we may have the old hoop in the arm. A few boos. Couple of boo birds raining down from the rafters here on the officials after that call. Ryland Jones attacks left, out to McDade, 3 on the way, no good, and rebounded by Gunnar. Great rebound. You could have called another foul on Ryland Jones. I don't know why he is the beneficiary of so many calls. Tristan spins, down low to Mason. Mason's going to face up and shoot the jumper. Good, Mason Anderson for 2. Gives the Bears a 53-49 lead. 7:18 left here in the game. Ryland Jones way out by the timeline. Screen and roll with Ethan Dane into the corner of McDade. McDade attacks right-handed out to Frazier. Frazier lines up a 3. No good. That's an air ball. I'm not sure if that maybe touched some net. Student section letting him hear about it. They didn't let him long, so maybe it wasn't. They didn't keep the air ball going, so maybe it just got a little net there. Bears lead 53-49. 1 minute in the fourth quarter here. Bears over the Logan Grizzlies. Tristan Hartfeld high post to Gunnar. Gunnar with the ball. Has got Nate Daly out there. Nate's going to get a good look at a 2. Nate Daly for 2. Finally, Nate's missed a couple of shots and finally gets one to drop. Good for Nate. 55-49. Ryland Jones attacks. Nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Braden Roberts. Braden Roberts, big sophomore, squares up and hands to McDade. This Logan team is very, very young. They're going to be tough to deal with. Backdoor cut to Ryland Jones. He loses. It went off Tristan's back. He loses the ball. And what do we have here? Timeout by Logan. Coach Logan Brown's going to call the timeout. He says this is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Hey, Bear fans, your Bears lead 55-49. This ties the biggest lead of the game for either team. And we need to let you know that if you get into Kent, see what they've done to the store. They've remodeled to better serve you. Come out and check out the new bakery and deli. It's the best in northern Utah. Get you one of those good Kent's fountain drinks. I'm drinking one right now. In fact, it's about halfway gone. I may have to refill it after the game. And Bear fans, Crump-Reese Motor Company in Tremont, they save you money on your next car or truck purchase. They sell at a lower price, and our sales tax is lower. Crump-Reese Motor Company, different in a good way. 6:26 left in this one, and this game is everything we thought it would be. Both teams fighting for second place here in Region 11. Juan Diego, the Soaring Eagle, with a stranglehold on Region 11 after that thrilling last-second shot to beat the Bears on Friday night here. This is a big game, and it's a rivalry game. Logan and Bear have been playing each other for a long, long time. Logan basketball out of the timeout. Bears lead 55-49. Gunnar Sorensen, Bear fans, has 25 through 3 quarters. Gavin Frank still getting extended minutes here tonight. Gets it to McDade. Hands to Braden Roberts. Roberts out to Rylan Jones. Tristan with him. He fakes the 3, attacks. Scoop shot blocked. Good no call. Great block by Nate Daly. Tristan got a full head of steam. Hands it back to Gunnar. Gunnar slices through the lane, misses the layup, and there's the foul. They got him after the fact. Gunner's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Nice call. I wondered if that whistle was going to come, and it did. It came. Wait and see who that's on. Jared Bagley, first on Bagley. 7th team foul, 8th team foul on the Grizzlies. Apologize there, Bear fans. Gunnar Sorensen to shoot 2. Gunnar toes the cherry stripe, lets it go, and good. Gunnar got 26. Career night here for Sorensen. 56-49, Bears with the biggest lead of the game for either team now. They've led by as many as 6 several times, and now 7, make it 8. Gunnar makes it a 57-49 game. Bears doing this without Mike Litchford. Litchford saddled with foul trouble. Litchford only has 2 here on the game. Bagley, right wing, got to stay with him. Great shooter. Long, good player out to Frazier for 3. Good. Frazier got it. Jaden Frazier, he's got 2 buckets on the game, both 3s. Tristan attacks, down low to Nate Daly. Nate Daly dribbles it off his foot, ball's loose. Nate's trying to get it out of there, and we have a timeout. Coach Hunt calls the timeout. See if it's 32nd. If it is, we will, and it is a 30-second timeout. So after the 3 down here by Frazier, Bears lead by 5, 57-52. Logan just will not go away, Bear fans. Hey, remember Friday night, it's senior night here. Bear River hosting Ben Lohman. Come out and support this senior class. Nate Daly, Tristan Harfeld, Bridger Buse. They've been great this year, and the 3 prior years to this. Great representatives of our community, the Bear River Valley here, and Bear River High School. So come out and support them, Bear fans. They deserve that. Again, Bears lead 57-52, 5:43 left. And Bear fans, Taco Time gift cards, they're the perfect gift for that hard-to-buy 4-person in your life. Stop in Taco Time today to pick up some gift cards. It's this good, only at Taco Time. All right, we're going to see if the Bears can hold on here. Stretch run coming up. 5:43 left. Bears lead 57-52 out of the timeout. Bear River basketball. On the court for the Bears, Nate Daly, Tristan Harfeld, Gavin Frank, Gunnar Sorensen, and Mason Anderson. Gavin Frank playing extended minutes tonight. Inbound to Gavin. Into the corner to Tristan. 3 on the way. Does he have 8? Bang! He's got 8 threes. Bear fans. Tristan just raining down 3s on the Logan Grizzlies. Gives the Bears a 60-52 lead. Layup by Bagley. Missed. Rebounded by Gunnar Sorensen. Again, Tristan Hartfeld is unconscious, and there's a moving screen on Nate Daly, and you saw him hip check Rylan Jones. Dumb foul by Nate Daly, almost a frustration foul. It's going to be the 4th on Daly, and that's too bad. Daly, critical to this Bear River team. He does all the little things that don't show up on the stat sheet, and you know what? That's a frustration foul. Rylan Jones is one of those players that will drive you crazy. He is he gets, honestly tonight, he gets every call. He's the beneficiary of every call, and I think that is driving Nate Daly crazy. And they call the hip check on him. It's going to be Logan basketball. Bears lead by 8, 60-52. If you're just joining us, Tristan Hartfeld has 24 points, all of them on 3s. He has 8 threes, Bear fans. Rylan Jones into Jaden Frazier. Hands back to Jones. Jones fakes the 3, attacks, scoop shot, misses. Rebounded by Nate Daly. Nate Daly hands to Tristan. Tristan going to take some time. There's no reason to be in a big hurry. Going to be picked up by Rylan Jones just a little beyond the timeline. Tristan goes right around him. Out to Gunnar. Gunnar fakes. Gunnar attacks. Up, in. Gunnar Sorensen's got... Gunnar Sorensen, again, a career night, Bear fans. Gunner's got 29. Bagley gets past him. Easy layup for Bagley. Bagley having himself a good game as well. He's got 20. We have a 62-54 lead for the Bears. Tristan Hartfeld, they're looking to double. Gets it out to Nate Daly. Nate Daly going to attack left-handed, and he loses the ball. Kind of blocked by Roberts. Frazier comes away with it. To Rylan Jones. Rylan Jones, runner up and in. Ryland Jones has 17, Bear fans. 62-56. Bears cannot get out of sorts and blow this one. And they just got Gunner for a travel. So back-to-back turnovers on the Bears. 4:28 left in this one. It is coming down the wire, Bear fans. It's going to be Logan basketball. Again, 4:28 left in the game. Frazier into McDade. Logan working from right to left on your radio dial. Bears lead 62-56. McDade right wing, straight away to Jaden Frazier. To Ryland Jones, left wing to Bagley. You got to stay with him. Bagley's a tough matchup for Gunner off the dribble. Down to Ethan Dana. Ethan Dana up and in. Feels like the Bears may. The momentum's with Logan right now. Bears got to get some stops defensively and get some scores. 62-58. Tristan dribbling, putting on a dribbling clinic. Gunner, jumper, right wing, no good. Rebounded by Bagley. 4 minutes left, 62-58. Logan closing in on the Bears, cutting into that deficit. Good defense by Gavin Franck. Bagley attacks, up, misses. And Nate Daly fights for the rebound. Ethan Dana throws it out. Gunnar Sorensen grabs it out of the air. Quickly up ahead to Litchford. Litchford gets the run out, up and in. Great play. Litchford with only his second bucket. Been hammered with foul trouble, and that was a big one, 64-58. Logan quickly back. They love this transition offense, the early offense. Made baskets, missed baskets. Bagley fakes a three, attacks out to Ryland Jones. He'll get a look at a deep three. He's got a funny set shot, but it went in. He's got 20. And we have a 3-point game, 64-61. Bears were just up by 8. Tristan spins around Jones, gets into a three. Is this 9? No. That was the fans wanted a foul. Coach Hunt wanted a foul on the three. Tristan doesn't get it. That's the first three he's missed in a long time. Should be at the free throw line. He's shooting 3 free throws. Ryland Jones was all over his arm on that shot. McDade to Ryland Jones. Bears lead by 3, 64-61. Out to Bagley. Gunner's got to give Bagley room. To McDade. McDade guarded by Gavin Franck. To Ryland Jones. Ryland Jones fakes the three. Tristan right with him. Oh, and then they call it on this end on Tristan. And then they give Tristan a technical. Ryland Jones told the official to give him a technical, and he gives him a technical. You cannot give the freshman every call he wants, and they're giving him everything he wants. Unbelievable. Ryland Jones baits the official into a technical, and he gets the foul call on a three. Wow. 2:49 remaining in this one. Some questionable officiating. Bears lead 64-61. Ryland Jones is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 3 free throws and then 2 technical free throws here. And they're telling him, you've got 3. Wow. And now the Boo Birds are out in full force. Tristan Hartfelt with great defense. At the other end, Tristan was actually fouled on a 3. Ryland Jones kind of flops and gets the call here. I know I'm not supposed to, but I mean that's obvious from where we're at. Ryland Jones with the first free throw, makes the second free throw. 64-63 game now. Ryland Jones to shoot the third. That is in. So we have a 64-64 game. Now Ryland Jones going to shoot, official book has it 64-63. I have it 64-64. Ryland Jones to shoot 2 more, gets that one. And then Logan gets the basketball. I have that. We'll keep my score here because I think I think the book might be wrong. And Ryland Jones makes all 5. 66-64 game, and again the official book says 65-64, so we'll go with what that has, but I'll continue to keep the book here. Logan basketball, 2:49 left. First time Logan has led in a long time, and Coach Hunt furious about this one. I have Logan. They're going to check the book. I have Logan up 66-64. Now they just made the change on the board to 66-64. That is correct. And the students all over Ryland Jones over there, all over after that flop on the 3-point shot. And then not only that, but then he baits the official. He looks at the official, tells him, give him a technical. Official turns and tees Tristan Hartfelt up. Interesting turn of events here. Bears go from up 3 to down 2, and no time runs off the clock. Ryland Jones to trigger into the backcourt to McDade. 2:49 left. 66-64 game. Ryland Jones right wing from McDade to Bagley. Bagley looks at the 3. Probes the defense out to Ryland Jones. Ryland Jones guarded by Tristan. Screen and roll with the big man. Litchford hedges. Over into the corner to Bagley. Bagley attacks Sorensen. Bagley runner to Dana. Dana out to Frazier. 3 on the way. It's a backbreaker. If that goes in, it's out of bounds. 2-point game with 2:24 left. Your Bears trail the Logan Grizzlies 66-64. I know I honestly, Bear fans, I know as part of my job here as the radio guy for the Bear Bears, I'm supposed to be, somewhat unbiased, but again, this is my alma mater, and I had to call that turn of events like it was. That was unacceptable, really what transpired there, but nonetheless, Bears are going to have to fight through it. High post to Daly, hands to Gav Franck. Gav Franck into the corner to Tristan. Tristan's got Litchford, low block double's going to have to come out to Nate. Nate gets a good look at a three. You can see that one's long. Nobody there to rebound. Rebounded by Ethan Dana to Bagley. Quickly up to Brimhall. Brimhall's going to get a look at an easy two, and he traveled. There's the travel call. 66-64, 2:01 left here in the game. Bears trail. Bears have led literally almost, they trailed the end of one, and then they were up at halftime, up at the end of three, led by as many as 8 here early in the fourth, and then had that 3-point lead, and then they would get the 5-point play, we will call it. Tristan, high post to Litch. Litch is not going to face. Out to Gunner. Gunner to Tristan, right wing. Tristan guarded by Ryland Jones, gets a screen from Gunner. Tristan picks his dribble up, nowhere to go. Throws one up, and are you kidding me? He got it. That's 9 threes for Tristan. Gives the Bears a lead. Ryland Jones in his face. Of course, Tristan doesn't get the call. Ryland Jones over there bullying him in the corner. Tristan tosses it up and it goes. That's a little bit of karma. Hopefully the Bears can hang on here. 67-66. Left wing Bagley. Screener roll with Dana. Bagley. He's a tough matchup again for anybody on the Bear team. Out to Harrod. Jaden Frazier. Frazier fakes. Tristan right with Ryland Jones. He's going to take away his airspace. Bagley. Oh, stolen by Gavin Franck. Got his hand in there, and Litchford got it off the rebound there. 67-66. Tristan Hartfeld. Oh, Litchford with a devastating screen on Ryland Jones at half court. Beautiful play by Litch. Tristan to a cutting Litchford. Litchford down low, up and in, and the foul. The hoop and the horn. Mike Litchford finishes at the bucket and the foul. Beautiful play by Litchford. He's been saddled with fouls all game. Wonderful play by Litchford. Litchford going to the free throw line to shoot the and one, and that is 5 on Brimhall. Brimhall is going to the bench. What a play by Litchford. Great pass by Hartfeld. 69-66, your Bears lead. What some moxie and some grit by the Bears. They could have laid down. There's still plenty of time here, 55 seconds. Litchford, shoot the and one. Got it. Litchford's been huge here in the fourth quarter. Gives the Bears a 70-66 lead. Bagley, left wing, hands to Ryland Jones. Tristan right with him. He falls down, no travel, and they don't call. They call a timeout here. Logan Brown gets the timeout. Timeout, Logan. We're going to see if it's a full or it's a 30-second, and it's a full, so we'll take it, Bear fans. 43 seconds left. Your Bears lead the Logan Grizzlies 70-66. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear Bears. Don't go anywhere, Bear fans.
And one.
Welcome back, Bear basketball fans. 43.9 seconds left. Your Bears lead 70-66. Bears survive a crazy 5-point play that gave Logan the lead. Bears have come back out and scored 6 in a row. Long three, NBA three by Ryland Jones, and he got it. Litchford with a hand in his face. Bears running some clock. Bears lead by 1, 32 seconds left. Litchford guarded by Roberts. Litchford's going to go right around him, attack the hoop, and up and in. They said it was away from the hoop. Litchford's going to have to go to the free throw line and earn it, but that's double bonus, so Litchford's going to shoot 2. Man, Ryland Jones just hit an NBA 3, and that thing was long, Bear fans. Make it a 70-69 game. You know what? Ryland Jones is a fabulous player. Only a freshman, and he is phenomenal, Bear fans. And you know what? He gets the calls as a freshman that you would expect a senior to get, and he gets them all. You know, he's very clever with the ball. He's a good shooter.
Because of who his dad is.
He draws a lot of contact. Litchford, these are big free throws. Big Litch steps up there, knocks it down. Cool, calm, and collected. Litchford having a rough game, Bear fans, but in the fourth quarter, he has come alive. 71-69, Bears lead. Litchford's got 8. Litchford, a little bend in the knees. Second one rattles out, and Nate Daly knocks it out of bounds. 2-point game. You got to guard the 3-point shooters. 71-69. Bears lead. Ryland Jones, again, he's had a great game here. Ryland Jones picked up by Gav Franck. I hope Gav can stay with him. Gavin stays with him. Screen and roll. Just don't let him shoot the 3. Ryland Jones out to Bagley. 3 on the way. Bagley got it. 15 seconds left. Gives Logan a 1-point lead. And they call a moving screen on Gunnar Sorensen. Wow. He was standing right there, and Coach Hunt says, it's okay, it's okay. Bears trail after the 3 by Bagley, 72-71. Another call that Coach Hunt and Coach Huber absolutely hate. There's going to be a timeout on the court by Bear River after the moving screen by Gunnar Sorensen gives Logan the basketball. And it's a full timeout, Bear fans, so we'll take that. 11 seconds left. Your Bears trail by 1, 72-71. This is 104.9 FM. We'll be right back in 1 minute, Bear fans.
It's value time at Taco Time. Big value, too, with our fantastic 4 for $5.55 deal. That's right. Dine in or take out at Taco Time today and get 4 delicious Taco Time favorites for just $5.55. Choose from some of our most popular items, like our authentic crisp taco, the one and only crisp Juan burrito, and our world-famous Mexi fries. There are 8 delicious Taco Time items to choose from, and any 4 are just $5.55 at Taco Time. Anytime it's Taco Time.
30 seconds.
The time? Electricity travels at approximately 300,000 kilometers per second, and that leaves no room for mistakes. The professionals at Gem Electric have been doing residential, commercial, and industrial work since 1991. Gem Electric specialist technicians are dedicated.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome back, Bear River basketball fans. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear River Bears. And Logan with the basketball after the moving screen on Gunnar Sorensen. Logan leads 72-71. And now the Bears are going to take another timeout here. And he says it's going to be a full timeout. Coach Hunt wants to talk about it a little more. We'll just keep it here, Bear fans, talk about this game. This is some of the craziest officiating I have ever seen. I've called games for a couple of years now. I've been to a lot of games. I mean, it was unbelievable. The Bears were up by 3. And Tristan Hartfeld comes down, shoots a 3 from the top of the jumper. Top of the key. Rylan Jones clearly gets him across the arm. No call. We come back down. Tristan's playing Rylan Jones straight up. Jones initiates contact with his shoulder and then kind of flops down. And they call the foul. And then Tristan says something to Rylan Jones. And Rylan Jones turns to the official and says, tee him up, tee him up. Official turns, tees Tristan up. Rylan Jones goes to the free throw line, makes 5 free throws, gives Logan the 2-point lead and the ball. Bears then go on to score 6 straight, get a 4-point lead. Then Logan hits two huge threes. Rylan Jones with a long 3, NBA 3, then one out of the corner by Bagley gives Logan now a 1-point lead, 72-61, and then they call a moving screen on Gunnar Sorensen to give Logan the ball back, and so it's 72-71, Logan's ball, 11 seconds left. Man, what a heartbreaker this be if the Bears lose this. Frazier to inbounds. Bears going to put all 5 defenders on the other 4 Logan players, leave the inbounder. They're going to look for Jones. They're going to try to get it to him in the backcourt. They get it to Bagley, and Gunner's going to foul Bagley. So 9 seconds left. Bagley's going to go to the free throw line to shoot. Let's see, we're not in the double bonus yet, or are we? On Gunner. 3rd on Gunner, and that's the double bonus. So Bagley is going to shoot 2. 9.8 seconds left. Logan leads by 1. Bagley going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's up and in. Bagley having a good night. He's got 24. Rylan Jones has had a huge 4th quarter here, Bear fans. Just like the Fagan Foster the other night. He's got 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So he's got 28 for the game. Bagley going to shoot the 2nd. It's on the way. Also good. So Logan leads by 3. Tristan. Oh, he tries to throw it to Litchford. It's stolen by Bagley, and that's going to be the game. He tried to go to Litchford, and it was picked out of the air by Bagley, and Logan's going to win this thing. Bears are going to fall to 3-3 in region. Gives Logan a 1-game lead in the standings on the Bears. Bagley going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 74-71. Bears trail Logan. 4.6 seconds left after the turnover by Hartfeld. That's unfortunate. Tristan's had a wonderful game, Bear fans. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 threes. Bagley knocks down the first one. That's it. The thing's over. 75-71. Bagley going to shoot the 2nd. It's in. And that'll do it. 4.3 seconds left. Tristan's going to get a look at an NBA three, and he missed it. And the Bears again fall to 12-7 on the season. Logan goes to 13-7. Bear falls to 3-3 in Region 11 play. Logan goes to 4-2. Logan still has to go to Juan Diego. We need the Juan Diego Soaring Eagle to win, and we have to win home against Ben Lomond and then go on the road and win against Morgan. Again, 76-71. Logan with a huge fourth quarter. Bears, in fact, that's the difference in the game. Bears score 20 in that fourth. And let's see, let me tally this up quickly before we take a break, Bear fans. I mean, again, like I said, Logan with a huge fourth quarter, and it was the difference in the game. Logan outscored the Bears 27 points in the right there in that fourth quarter, and again, that is the difference. Your Bears fall and defeat at home to the hands of the Logan Grizzlies 76-71. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear River Bears. We'll be back in just a couple minutes with Coach Scott Hunt and the coach's post-game show. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with the coach.
This broadcast of Bear River High School basketball is sponsored by Post Consumer Brands. Post Consumer Brands' ready-to-eat cereal plant is located right here in Bottsfelder County. They are committed to providing your... Hey!
Well, that was crazy game. Crazy. Can you hear me okay, Michaela?
Yeah, you sounded great.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Just probably give me 2 minutes, and as soon as the coach gets up here, we'll get him on.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm just adding up totals really quick.
River Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Hi, this is Suzanne from Focus Floral.
All right,
with
the
a
coach
quick
is up here.
reminder that your Valentine's